over. Looks like Heroic have an idea what they want to do with those 2 sets of utility. Could be a fake, could be a straight hit towards A. Snappy's going to line up this flash to get his teammates through mid.
Yeah, very nice pop flash there. Coming in, and Rain actually getting himself a double headshot easily enough. Takes down 2 of them as they attempt to peek their way out, and now it's falling apart for Heroic. Eventually Snappy trades 1 back, but they are still going to be working with only half of the manpower that FaZe Clan have. The bomb also going to be down towards long under the control of FaZe Clan, and only Yugi and Snappy remain. Neither player working with Kevlar, as we mentioned, going to be utility and a deagle instead they have available to them. Really nice shot. Yeah, absolutely destroys Guardian there, and FaZe need to be careful. They don't want to keep giving these openings. As you mentioned before, Yugi very capable with this Desert Eagle, and now they will be looking to try and make their way in towards the site. Still 40 seconds to work with. By no means are Heroic out of this map, out of this round quite yet, but as I say, that Carrigan with the dual Berettas peeks his way in, gets the first. That's all he'll find before getting taken down. The spam not working out, but Olaf in position to trade it out instantly, and once again it's going to be FaZe picking up that first pistol round.
Yeah, it did look like Heroic had an idea what they wanted to do, but really they just didn't get a chance to get it, as they needed to get that trade frag on Nico or Rain in mid, and Rain just gets an easy double kill as he was dodging that flash. So that round kind of gets shut down quite early, as they will buy up into this round. 5 sets of armor, and it's going to be 2 deagles, 3 CZ. So once again we'll probably see something quick enough. It's going to be Nico with Moddy trying to take control of drop, but they will get smoked off by Carrigan. Nice use of his utility there from Carrigan, just dumping it, stopping any sort of quick aggression. Now they come down, drop. Carrigan gets 1, but he will be traded out. There's that Olaf backing him up here with a swift rotate through connector, but once again they will go 1 for 1. Rain finally brings the numbers game in favour of FaZe, as it's just Yugi and Esatag now left. Rain does get those final 2 kills, tapping away with that FAMAS. Nice bit of damage done by him there, and once again Heroic just had an idea what they wanted to do, but FaZe Clan just completely shut it down.
Yeah, getting a small bit of damage only, but they wanted more than that. They did fully invest, and now they're just going to be forced back onto these Glocks. Snappy able to get himself a P250, but other than that, I don't really think they'll be able to invest too much. They need to keep that money for the upcoming round, and let's see what they're going to go ahead and do. It looks like it may be a bit of a faster approach, I would presume so, especially considering they're only working with these pistols. Trying to split up and find picks, definitely not the best idea when you don't have really the weaponry to do so. As now, they're going to be grouped up towards the B halls, but it looks like they want to go ahead and cancel that now, and Bomb actually going ahead and waiting outside of A, just looking to try and find something. Nico spamming away with his Glock. Did spot Olaf, I believe. But right now it's just a bit of a ceasefire between both sides. None yet to really connect.
Yeah, the only sort of information Heroic really will be able to get in this round is just what sort of setup FaZe Clan might be going for towards A, which is really key in winning gun rounds on this map. But Yugi will somehow get a kill onto Rain with that Glock, as Olaf's going to get pressured now by Nico. He has taken down Yugi. Nico will swap out for that deagle. He is going to get smoked off here by Olaf Meister. It's just a man advantage, or not even a man, well, a man advantage now as Nico gets a kill through the smoke. Carrigan takes him down through the smoke as well. And Guardian will nade down Esatag. Just Moddy and Snappy left. They do have a chance of doing a bit more damage here, as Moddy will drop Nico quite low here. Nico eventually gets that kill after a bit of trouble, as again just Heroic and FaZe trading kills back and forth here.
Yeah, Snappy just looking to try and get some more damage done. Pretty good round overall from Heroic so far, especially considering how minimal investment they actually put in towards this. Heroic just looking to try and bring this over back towards B now. That is going to be Snappy with the bomb in his possession, but time it's running down, and still a Molotov into the hands of Guardian. He'll be using this to try and slow down the aggression, thrown down onto the site. Now Snappy really needs to get a move on. He's just going to go ahead and straight up try and stick this plant. Wants the money, but actually no, he goes ahead and takes the fight, but he doesn't have the time to get it planted. Carrigan is just going to go ahead and hide, and indeed that is going to be the round going in favour of FaZe Clan, but a little bit closer than perhaps we would have expected.
Snappy should have just let himself die there. He shouldn't have went for that frag, as now look, he's going to be on just a deagle and armor in this gun round. That's going to be detrimental for them. Double ops purchase for FaZe, they go straight for it. We did see Olaf pick it up a couple of times in the last map, but they didn't really need to bring it out, as Guardian was just really on form, hitting all his shots.
Yeah, and it seems like Heroic just want to go ahead and switch up the pace early on towards this first gun run, making their way straight out onto the B-bomb site. Esatag leading the charge, picks himself up the first kill. Guardian not yet to connect the shot with that AWP, but he does have the support of Carrigan, and now actually going to be Yugi spamming away, gets himself one, connects a small bit of damage onto a second. He is low HP, and a great find there onto Carrigan somehow. Able to lurk his way around the corner while blinded, and now it's only one man that remains for the FaZe clan side. That's going to be Rain, and that's a bit of a downside of that double op setup. It can be very difficult to hold the sites and retake also. It does really limit you in terms of what you can do.
Yeah, I think this round is going to be a clear indication of how Heroic are much more experienced on Cobblestone. FaZe just wasn't ready for that fast B take at all. They had 3 players there and they just didn't really put down much Molotovs, didn't really use much counter nades, and Heroic were just able to get off that platform really easily and just caught a number of FaZe players off guard, completely blinded.
Yeah, indeed. Rain will at least be able to carry that M4 over, and let's have a look at their economy. It's actually not that great at all, considering they won the first 3 rounds in a row. We mentioned a lot of damage was being done, and because of that now, they may actually just be forced to go for either a double eco or a force buy, and it seems like they will invest what they can. Rain actually able to drop something over to Guardian. I don't think that was the AWP, I think that he was able to buy that up himself. So overall, it's not terrible, but they don't have what they really want. 2 SMGs, an M4, an op, and that CZ onto Carrigan, and utility-wise, it's not amazing either.
You can see Modi wants to go for some map control towards the middle. He does have 3 other teammates backing him up. The bomb is here as well, but I don't really think this is going to be an indication it's going towards A just yet. So it looks like they're just going to go for a standard round, really just take control of the A portion of the map and then really decide what bomb site they want to go towards. It's the latter stages of the round. Rain, with the support of Olaf, will get an entry pick onto Nico, but Yugi with the op will trade that out quite nicely. As Heroic look to answer this by just going straight up onto A here. Doors smoked, Molotov tossed into the S attack on the entry once again. Will get spotted out by Olaf, but Olaf isn't able to get that kill, and S attack takes down Carrigan as well. But Nico coming through the door will get 1 kill, assisted by Modi for that team damage. As now it's a 2 versus 2. Nice nade from Yugi to take Nico down to 5 HP. Don't know if he realised Guardian has snuck out into mid. He has in fact realised it, but doesn't connect it onto him just yet. Nico drops us a tag on the site, and then now it's just Yugi in this 1 versus 2. Guardian will get that frag, and FaZe clan will break the economy of Heroic now.
Yeah, they actually will be able to buy up once again because of winning that previous round quite cleanly, living with 4 players, getting a bomb plant in both rounds. They will be able to purchase up. Yugi will be kind of limited in terms of what he can buy. That's gone back to that round where he actually did remain alive, so didn't have the economy of the rest of his team. So we will probably see him either stuck onto a pistol once again, or maybe even a Galil if he wants to sacrifice that utility, and it seems like he is just going to have a weapon dropped over to him. It was actually an AWP by one of his teammates. Snappy going to be sacrificing himself instead, just sticking onto a UMP.
Yeah, I'd like to see them give Yugi a bit more chance to open up these rounds with the op. He does go for a bit of quick, but does get smoked off by FaZe clan. As over on the B portion of the map, it's going to be S attack holding. Just seeing if anyone from FaZe clan decides to get over aggressive and drop. We can see they just play quite standard.
Yeah, it is just the default now as they look to try and get the map control once again. Standard play as you mentioned, and now it looks like they do want to make their way in towards middle, take control of this. Right now FaZe, they aren't really playing so aggressive. They are just going to be playing back towards the sites, but it's a bit of a heavy A presence overall coming in from FaZe, as they have 3 players positioned on this side of the map, and that's due to this aggression that we are seeing coming in towards the B platform. But Guardian has the read, spots the shoulder of that player in drop zone. The problem is now they don't actually have anyone defending the connector. He can manage to get his way out this window. Modi find him one, but that's not before Carrigan is able to take down Nico. And now we're in a 4 versus 4, and Nico, CT side, Nico rather, is for FaZe. He needs to be aware of this lurk, and he does so successfully. Finds himself the headshot onto Snappy, but so far it is going to be the trades going out in favour of FaZe clan. Only S-Tag and Modi remain. 2 versus 3, and only 35 seconds left for him to try and get onto the site. Olaf has the read there, but he's not able to connect the shot, and now we're into a 2 versus 2. Winnable situation for Heroic once again, but as I say that, pushing aggressively into the door with the bomb. Very questionable choice coming in by Modi, and now it's all onto S-Attack. 1 versus 2. The bomb down in the open towards the door, and he needs to try and retrieve this fast. Barely any time, but he gets taken down by Guardian.
That's just really poor from Modi there. He's having a shocker of a map. Only 1 kill so far. Don't know what he was doing. You'd expect a lot more from an experienced player like him. Decides to just try and see if he can catch someone off guard, but he really couldn't afford to do that. He should have just went to the site and planted the bomb, because now look at their economy. If they had got that bomb plant, they would have been at least able to go for half armor in this round and put a lot more pressure on FaZe clan's economy.
Yeah, now only working with these default pistols and a couple of P250s being upgraded. Olaf starts it off strong, but somehow only taking down one before he gets taken down by the Glock of Yugi. Carrigan with the MP9, building himself up the economy, comes in with a hat-trick, and now it's only Snappy that remains. Glock in hand, and it seems like Rain is aware of his position. It will indeed be closed out, and that's FaZe able to get themselves a 6-1 lead.
Well, they will be able to get a buy-up, but they're not going to have an op for Yugi once again. It's kind of like in the last map where they're just really not able to get things rolling. They're just winning one gun round, losing the following one, and just being completely broken by FaZe, who meanwhile are able to build up quite a strong economy. Carrigan decides to interestingly keep a hold of that MP9 for this round. He is quite known for doing that. Isn't afraid to use those SMGs up close on these buy rounds.
Yeah, and Heroic finally back onto the rifles now. Guardian, he went for some early aggression. All he does is really take a bit of damage down to 74, but as I say that, and Ned goes in, brings Moddy down to an equal situation. Guardian re-aggressing on that there, but not able to connect the shot, unluckily. So right now we do remain in a 5 versus 5 as Heroic. Heavy presence over towards A. They're just grouping up, making their way out towards middle, and it looks like they will be trying to just instantly make their way up towards the site, changing the pace up a little bit. Guardian, nice find onto S attack. Takes down that first player to try and weaken this attack that's oncoming towards the A site. And Carrigan with the MP9 that you mentioned gets himself one, jumping out a balcony, takes down Moddy. Eventually we may see one frag coming in favor of Heroic. That's going to be Nico, but it's very costly. He's brought down extremely low in the process, but back into a 3 versus 3 now somehow. Nico coming in on the flank. The T is finally taking over control of the site, as it looks like FaZe, they will be forced into this retake rather instead. Bomb going down, but the nade, it will go ahead and deny it. Snappy loses his life. Guardian puts the advantage back in favour of FaZe clan, and Nico coming in on this flank is also such a massive position. Eventually it will be getting planted, but a second nade comes in. Olaf Meister, exact same position as the one from Guardian, denies it once again, and now it's all onto Yugi. 1 versus 3, he has to try and clutch this out. Low HP onto Guardian, as we mentioned. He hears the steps of the player up in the balcony, and he hears the scope of the op in the hut room, but not expecting Nico on the flank means he will get shut down. And FaZe now taking the demanding lead early on, 7-1.
Yeah, Heroic, biggest mistake from them there was they go for the fast round, but they don't put their utility to good usage. You know, they haven't learned the smoke for door from long A. As you can see, it's thrown on the fly from, I believe it was S attack. That allows Guardian to peek out just before it blooms and takes out a man without being traded immediately. And then it's just, the story was FaZe Clan's smart use of utility to retake the site with grenades. And Heroic, once again, are just completely shut down on their A take.
Yeah, they will be able to get the buy up once again. We see they have lost 4 runs in a row. That means they were able to get 2,900 plus the money for the bomb plant in the previous one. Or did they even? They didn't even get the bomb plant actually, so they only got 2,900. They must have just had a little bit left over in the bank. But now it is going to be. Or did they? Yeah, they did get the bomb plant. Never mind. So I'm stupid. But there we go. They do at least get a little bit of a buyout. Now we're going to be up towards the full money bonus, 3,400 for any more that they lose. But of course they don't want that to happen. And Nico's going to start it off strong. Takes down Carrigan over towards the drop room, and that'll give them now some options as they look to try and split towards A. It seems. Moddy jumping in does take down Rain, but Guardian is still in position with that AWP, and we know the damage he can get done. As now it's a one-man advantage for Heroic. The bomb going to be getting planted this time. Doesn't seem like any nades will be going down. They should successfully be able to do so. But look at Guardian, still in such a strong position, lurking his way around this site, looking to try and catch one of these players off guard perhaps, and give them a chance now for this retake, as Nico, he is going to be coming in through the connector, but needs to be wary of Esatag, who's in position to try and take him down, but he won't be able to do so. Nico coming out victorious, and that brings it back into 2 vs 2. Guardian spots out the shadow, gets himself another kill, and now it's only Moddy that remains. We mentioned he hasn't been having the best game so far, but now he has to clutch this 1 vs 2. The flash is going to be blinding him up, spams away, but he doesn't get the kill in time. That's going to be another round onto the board for FaZe once again. Super close, but they are just about coming over the line towards the end of these rounds to take them.
That's the first time we've seen Heroic take drop control as a unit, and they do catch Carrigan off guard, as Carrigan wasn't ready for more than one player to come down. It's just been constantly maybe one player coming down on a bit of alert, but this time they go for an A split. It does work out for them, but that positioning from Guardian really puts Heroic in a bad spot in the retake. They're forced to plant in an awkward position, and that will ultimately allow FaZe Clan to get that. That's just stuck on long A, doesn't have enough time to get to that bomb. Nonetheless, they will buy up once again into this round. Bit better of a buy than we saw in that previous one. They will have a lot more utility. Once again, it's going to be aggression towards drop. But look at this push from Rain all the way up into mid. Takes down Moddy for free, and there isn't going to be any sort of answer back. In fact, it will be another frag for Rain as he just keeps moving his way towards T-spawn almost.
Yeah, and FaZe just showing the dominance right now, showing the skill that they have over Heroic. They have a 2-man advantage, but they still look to go aggressive. You can see this boost coming in towards the drop room. I believe that's Olaf getting boosted up. Rain continuing this. He picks himself up another headshot, takes down Tag, and Olaf Meister also going to be coming in on the flank, takes down Yugi, and now it's only Snappy that remains. He is all the way back towards T-spawn. He's just going to be holding for a little while, it seems. Just looking to try and make his way up A. Long spots out the first player, but Rain absolutely destroys him. And now FaZe running away with this game, you have to say. Looking like it's completely in their favour. Heroic, only one round so far they have picked up, and that was that first gun round as they just rushed out B. Caught them off guard with the pace.
Rain is the Counter-Strike boogeyman. No matter where you are, he'll find you and he'll take you down. Gonna be CZs and Armor. 2 flashes for 3 of the players on Heroic, and it's going to be straight up towards B platform. All out aggression here. Finally there's going to be Molotov used by FaZe on this B fast play, and look how it pays off. Carrigan able to get a double spray down, Guardian with 1, Nico with a 4th. It's just Snappy left in this 1 versus 4. He has got that first frag onto Carrigan, but it's completely locked into drop room now, and he has 3 players waiting with open arms for him to push through that smoke or even this window.
Yeah, once again, just Snappy on his own. They know his position, of course. And they have basically a triangle of doom coming in right here. You can see on the radar. If he does try to make his way out, players be watching every single position. Snappy tempting here, trying to play out with Rain, and considering the form Rain has been having so far in this game, that's definitely an interesting choice. Gets spotted out now for sure, and actually spots a second on that side, but the only problem is he still doesn't really have anywhere for him to try and make his way out of his drop room. He is still just trapped the bomb down on the B site. 40 seconds of course for him to work with, but when you can't really do anything, it's not too big of a deal, just stuck in there, and eventually Nico will close it out.
Yeah, that's the second time we saw Heroic go for that rush on the B platform, and this time FaZe do get the nades down early, cause a lot of chip damage to Heroic, and they just have no chance of getting onto that site. And there at the end, nice support from Nico, backing up both of his teammates, holding both sides of drop, not allowing Snappy to get a 1 versus 1 duel in that 1 versus 3. And again, it's just going to be a fast play out on the B. This time they will go for some extra utility on the side of Heroic. A nade from Tag tossed onto the platform, and now there's going to be smokes coming down. You can see it's going to be a late rotation from FaZe. Guardian will get 1 on the entry, but Modi with a double kill coming through that sidewalk. Nico on the site will go 1 for 1. Once again, Modi with another frag. Just left Olaf Meister and Rain. Both of them have been having insane performances in this game so far, so I wouldn't count them out just yet.
Nice find by Olaf as he does molly that first player out of the chicken coop. Able to pick up a headshot onto Modi also, and now he brings it down to a 1 versus 1. And the problem is he lost a lot of HP in the process. Taps the bomb, trying to force Yugi out into the open. He does so successfully, but the HP advantage is going to go in favour of the Danish player. And finally Heroic getting themselves another round onto the board.
Yeah, the kills just go back and forth there, but Heroic once again just didn't have the right use of their utility on B site there. They only threw down 2 smokes. There wasn't a third one to block off Guardian's op, and that allowed Guardian to get, I think he got only 1 frag, but it allowed him to still slow down Heroic, allow for rotation for FaZe Clan, who were quite a bit away. So again on B plat is going to be Yugi with an insane no scope taking down Nico. This is the sort of aggression we haven't seen from Yugi at all. He gets flashed in, has that free shot on Guardian, but he will miss it and gets punished now.
Yeah, now it's actually going to be a 1-man advantage going in favour of Heroic. That's a couple of opens now onto the site. Finally Carrigan gets taken down. Guardian going to be the last line of defence towards the side of the map. He is up on top towards the platform. Takes down Nico. So he is going to be able to bring it back into a 3 versus 3. But as I say that, now the bomb making its way down drop zone. Looking to be trying to split in towards the A site. Olaf with the secondary AWP. Gets himself a double. Drops the bomb in towards Connector. And Rain is going to be able to close the round out. So instant reset coming in towards the Heroic economy. That's the worst thing that possibly could have happened.
Yugi really had a chance to kind of almost win that round early on for his team, as that flashbang from his teammate gave him that free shot on Olaf, or on Guardian rather, misses it, and Guardian smartly peeks back out and takes down Yugi. Only going to be pistols once again for Heroic. We've seen this far too many times in this game. It's just been complete decimation by FaZe Clan on this CT side. So it's going to be a fast play towards mid here.
Yeah, once again, just back onto the pistols, getting shut down, it seems. Olaf and Carrigan chiming in. Carrigan tapping away, just slowly chipping away at the feet of Snappy. Rain is going to be able to take one before he eventually falls. That leaves only Moddy left alive. Picks himself up an AK, but only 38. Bit of a failed nade in that position. Brings himself down to 12, it seemed. And Olaf easily able to close that out.
We're going to be on the final round of this CT side for FaZe. 12-2 in favour of FaZe Clan. They've just constantly had double op set up, full usage of utility, full sets of armor and M4s. They just haven't been able to make any sort of dent in their economy, and it's just been detrimental to Heroic. Constantly having to use pistols on their T side.
Yeah, overall similar to what we saw over on the Overpass side. They did go for a lot of these force buys. They never really worked out, and once again, it looks like FaZe Clan, they will just be able to shut this round down, looking to try and take that 13-2 lead as they swap over to the second half, and Carrigan gets flashed in. CZ eventually tapping away. Takes himself a headshot, and Olaf with the AWP is going to be able to close it. So FaZe looking like they're in complete control of this game so far.
Everyone for FaZe Clan is showing up right now. Yugi has 11 frags, but really, he hasn't been able to have too much impact. A lot of those frags have been in rounds where they've just ended up losing, or they've lost. I think there was like 2 or 3 bomb retakes from FaZe Clan on that A site, so unfortunate for them to not close out those rounds. But now they are going to be on the CT side. It's all but over here, as they need to win this pistol at minimum if they want any sort of chance of making a comeback.
Yeah, interesting choice here by Heroic, not investing into a single defuse kit. Instead, 5 sets of Kevlar, opting on the brute force approach, and Yugi early on going to be going aggressive towards A long. Spotted out by a couple of FaZe players as they do look to close the distance with these Glocks, and indeed Olaf gets himself one, trades out that frag that was taken onto Rain, and Guardian successfully finding that boost towards the drop room. That means now he will be able to try and come in on this flank, try and cut off the rotates, but it seems like he wants to group up with his teammates. And now the A side completely under the control of FaZe Clan. Looking like they do just want to close this game out here and now. They don't want to give Heroic any chance to come back into it. Attack desperately looking to try and find an open and kill towards this A site. Nothing yet to be found. Takes a nice shot there onto Carrigan. Does at least pick up one. But now Olaf comes in with a trade. Only one man remains. That's Nico. He does have 3 players to attempt to find, and he does get taken down by himself. So that's a bit of a suicide there.
Smart leads along A, and you can see them runners with the Glocks.
You seem to be lagging a small bit.
Yugi to hit those one taps.
You're having a small bit of lag there, so I better take over for a moment. It is going to be, of course, the force buy coming in by Heroic. They don't really have the rounds to work with. They don't have really the scoreline to go for this eco and allow FaZe Clan to get themselves up to that map point. Even then, in the following round, they wouldn't have a full buy, so they do invest what they can. They get themselves the pistols, some CZs, a Desert Eagle onto Yugi. Nice find by Attack though, gets himself a double in towards middle. Eventually Olaf manages to trade it, but now the bomb has been spotted. Looks like they are just still going to commit in towards this A site. Needs the support of his teammates though, of course. One CT does remain, that's going to be Yugi. He's playing in towards A long. Apologies, I am doing the observing as I'm casting, so if you can hear the clicking in the background, that's mine. I just want to apologise for that. Yugi though, in a really strong position. It doesn't seem like they're aware that he's in this spot right now. Slow it down completely by FaZe though. They are just holding, hoping that someone from Heroic will make a mistake and get aggressive, and Yugi may just be doing so. Olaf, will he get caught off guard? It seems like he will. Yugi doesn't connect the shot though somehow, and now this gives a chance towards FaZe Clan, but as I say that, Moddy successfully finding one frag in towards the connector, bringing down Carrigan. Nice find by Olaf, does take down Yugi. Spinning around, he doesn't know which target to shoot at. He does get taken down. Nico coming up with a nice double there with the CZ, and Moddy, Attack and Nico, they're doing a lot of work for the Heroic side, giving them a little bit of a silver line and a small chance to try and build a comeback. Oh, there's a dog barking in the background, apologies.
Yeah, they will win that round, but I don't really think it's going to matter, as I think that was just FaZe Clan not really caring, just running on all corners of the map, looking to just end this game. Heroic will have a pretty bad buy as well, and FaZe have gone for the force up, so it's going to be the Eagles in armor. We've seen what they can do with these before, time and time again. Slow round, bit of a default. Seeing if anyone from Heroic will get too aggressive and give up a frag on platform. See Danish Nico taking that duel against Bosnian Nico, and the Danish counterpart will come out the better as he'll drop Nico down to 20. And now they're just going to take passive spots. But all of a sudden, look at this again. Olaf, Carrigan and Rain all combined for 3 frags. Snappy will get one trade, but gets shot in the back by Nico, not expecting that late lurk and drop. And they have complete control of this site. It's left to Snappy in a 1 versus 4, and he has no chance here as Nico will close out this round to put FaZe Clan on match point.
Yeah, indeed, and FaZe, they lose one round. You think, oh, maybe Heroic now have a chance to at least get a respectable scoreline, but no, instantly FaZe Clan coming back in with those pistols. Seems like we did forget that FaZe can really get it done at anything. They have the raw skill to do so. And now it's going to be Heroic stuck on the pistols once again. We'll be looking towards those 2CZs. It seems to be their weapon of choice to really bring them over the line in these force buys. Snappy also going to be able to get a UMP. Small bit of utility for them to work with. It looks like FaZe, they want to change with the pace, going fast in towards the B site. It is going to be Nico indeed in the front with this UMP, looking to try and find themselves some openings. He's going to manage to sneak his way up towards short as now they do take over the site. Guardian, he finds the opening. Rain coming in with one of his own. And right now it's looking like FaZe, they will be able to close this game out.
Yeah, great flashbangs there from FaZe Clan, completely blinding Nico on the site and forcing Heroic to just be stuck in those corners around the site, and FaZe are able to get out and just get those trades easily.